Hello, Leo. It's the witching hour for you. Welcome to the Mystic Smuggler. My name's Michelle and I'm a witch. I'm doing the reading for all Leo energy and all methods of astrology. And the timing is fluid. It is relevant to when you come to the video, however many times you watch it. Okay? So I'm using the Pagan Ways Tarot by Anna Franklin. I've divided it up into 4 sections. Major Arcana, Cups, Pentacles, and Wands. They cover the overall message from Spirit and your aura, love, security, and freedom. I'm going to clarify with these if necessary, these little mini gypsy cards. And I'm going to start by, I've already looked into the crystal and was scrying a bit. And I found myself trying to swirl it so that I could get a rainbow. I felt like that's what your energy wanted. And then it almost started to feel like it was forced, like you were trying too hard. And then I just was a little flick of the wrist and blam, 2 rainbows. 2 very strong rainbows came out of it. I'm going to try and angle it so you can see it. From where I am sitting, they're very strong, but I think with the camera I'd have to try and angle it to look that way. I'm not seeing it through the camera, but I hope you can. Maybe it is showing. But anyway, the rainbow suddenly popped up. It was almost like Leo was saying, don't talk to me about reality right now. I've got to keep my dreams in sight. I've got to live in this wonderful time that I'm in right now, and I have to see that in my crystal ball. Don't talk to me about reality. I want my dream. And it was like you were trying to force it, and then all of a sudden it was just like almost on the verge of giving up, gave it one more little tweak, and blam, these 2 big rainbows appeared in the crystal. And it's like, okay, but don't try so hard. It's there. It will turn up when it's meant to, and kind of when you're not trying. So I think the way to maintain your so-called rainbow that you're living in, which is great, is to not try to make it stay there. And just go with it and let it happen. Let it stay on its own terms. There's your message right there. Let it stay on its own terms. Okay? So I'm drawing from this deck, which is called Lemurian Starchild Oracle. These are my New Agey cards, and I love them so much. I can channel through these cards so nicely, and they really are evocative, these cards. They pull out and draw out so much light. I just love them. They have the most amazing energy. They're kind of a one-of-a-kind print. I cannot remember the creator's name. I'm sorry. I don't have the book right near me. So, and they're a bit expensive. So it's an investment, but so worth it. So worth it. All right. These are ready to rock and roll. Pick one card from this. Look at the bottom for a quick minute. Okay, here's our card. Here's the bottom of the deck, which is the Divine Masculine. I was getting masculine energy too. Rise. Let me bring it so you can see it. Rise of true, gentle power. True strength. Aha! The true strength is in letting go of the effort. Letting go of effort. That doesn't mean you don't take divine action, divinely inspired action, but you're letting go of trying too hard. That's true power. That's true divine masculine energy coming through. Now, the main card that we are choosing is the Tree of Life, Circle of Life, Clear Energies, Channel. And this is a spirit card. This is absolutely your message from Spirit, is what I was saying. Look at the similarities. The rainbow and the sphere, the tree of life, the lines inside here, it's like all contained. Your life is contained within you. And you're channeling Spirit. That's where you get the no effort. You don't have to try. You just channel. You let it come through you. And you let it be self-contained. It can't be taken from you or given away. Power doesn't work against itself. It does what it will. And your life happens as you will it to. And you are just channeling the divine, not trying to get it right. Not trying to think and get in your overthinking things, overfeeling things, trying to keep that magic alive. You know, there's no trying. That's the main message of that card there. So the main message of Spirit directly to you, personally to you, Leo, and the energy that you are in fact holding right now. That's part of this message of guidance is, bottom of the deck, is rebirth. So starting over again, the tree of life, rebirth. The green man, the sun with an embryo contained within. And the moon of your subconscious, your emotions. Wow. And the green man here, I think representing the tree of life, all that is manifest. That's the bottom of the deck. That's what's underlying this message. Here is your actual energy. Oh my goodness, you are the third one in 2 days to get this card in that position. Strength. Pulling down the moon, pulling down the feminine energy, integrating it with the masculine. That true strength that we have underlying here, true masculinity, comes from channeling the divine feminine. And this is harder for you, I think. This is what's harder for you to do, Leo, sometimes, is to channel your emotions. Let them flow through you. But that's what's critical here, and that is, in fact, what's happening right now. So, let me get my little crystal-y pen. I just love this thing. I use it as a pointer for my readings. Now, for the area of love, represented by the Suit of Cups, this is all types of love, which I have symbolized in my ring. It's 7, okay? You're at the center. This is you. And you embody love. And the 3 top ones are spirit, the kind of love you get, receive, and give to. Spirit, yourself, romantic love, family, animals, and nature. The sources of all manifest love from all of those sources. That's what this area is. Represented by the cups. So this will deal a lot with your intuition here too. Okay? So at the bottom of the deck, we have Princess of Cups, Lunasa. So this is the first harvest. It's the grain harvest, if you can see the grain in her hands. It's the first harvest of the wheel of the year. Towards the end of the season, this is like those ending harvests. There are 3. This one is Lunasa, after the god Lu. And it's grain. So you're kind of, and this is represented in the cups because it's in the fall, the beginning of fall, which is August, as witches see it. and experience it. And as I do, I feel that that's emotionally appropriate. It feels like it's bittersweet. It's the beginning of one season, the end of the other. There's still that in-between threshold feeling of heat and cool. Maybe not in some southern areas, but definitely up in the north, you're starting to feel the air cool off a bit in August, and it goes back and forth. But it's definitely the sign that you are bringing in a nurturing kind of love for yourself, and one is leaving. Okay, the summer fun is done, and now we're getting into the more serious task, not somber, but more serious task of doing the reality check and taking an inventory. Self-love probably figures strong in here. So, and now I'm getting the top cup. The top ones I drew were 2. So 9 and Knight of Cups. So the more self-love, the more you attract that younger romantic feeling. So a lot of you are on the threshold of a new love that's coming in. Look at the harvest she has here. Look at how abundant she is, emotionally abundant. She's not making choices here. These are the results of the choices she has already made in all the areas of her life that make her life whole and complete. There they are. And guess who's coming to dinner? That's what I literally just heard that from Spirit. So this is abundance, and this is compassion. This is someone to share this with. What this woman wants and what this person wants here is someone with compassion. Someone who recognizes the bittersweet ending of one phase and the beginning of another. They're very sweet. They're very gentle. They bring words of love and comfort and encouragement and compassion. This is a romantic person. And she's enjoying the heck out of this. It's time for romance. It's time, once you've gleaned the harvest in, to bring in and acknowledge with words and with song, with poetry, with lyrics, the love you feel. And it's a very romanticized facet of love. It's not idealism. It's not idealism. It's real. It's real, as this card depicts. It's real. I'm not imagining this. There's my rainbow. There is your rainbow, Leo. And you have gone past the phase of having to try to maintain it or forcing it to happen. That is a key message of this. Life on life's terms, okay? And this is your love on love's terms. There it is. Love on love's terms, Leo. Just because you have really good ideals and concepts and ideas about love, it's love on love's terms. Can you compromise and have compassion for the other person? Okay? And yes, you can. Let's take up a clarification card for that and be more specific about love for Leo, please. Officer. It takes self-discipline and boundaries. It's kind of like you have to police your own thoughts is what I'm getting. Police your own thoughts, discipline yourself emotionally, control your own emotions, without putting pressure on someone else to live up to your emotional expectations. Be realistic. Some of you, this can also imply, on the flip side of that coin, it can imply to me as a restraining order, someone keeping the other person in check. You have no power or control over the other person or their behavior. You have control only over how you respond to it and what boundaries you create in light of your choices, how you want to feel. So if you feel threatened or intimidated by this person, you have to throw up the boundary. You can't control their behavior, but you can protect your own inner and outer environment. And if you have to call in for help with that, then you do. So that's the two sides of that coin. The self-discipline it takes to be the kind of person who truly wants, or is being disciplined to be empathic and compassionate, and requiring that from your partner, requiring it. And if it doesn't, to have the discipline to set up a boundary. That kind of flipped. 3 of Pentacles. I think what this means, it's in the area of security, food, clothing, shelter, and your life calling. Now, to me, you're getting acknowledged about this, but it also, I feel, connects to the emotional aspect of your life right now. You are being acknowledged. You are acknowledging your own self-worth, and others are recognizing it, but you're still only at the beginning in a way, but you've got some momentum going. You can't make demands on other people to appreciate you as much as you do if you're not appreciating and showing compassion to them. So if you want that reflection now, and how you have to do it yourself, but also that seems tricky sometimes. It feels like, well, how do I know the difference between me always giving them the benefit of the doubt and me feeling like I need to draw a boundary here? How many chances am I supposed to give? How many chances should they give me? Okay, that's a very personal question, and that's what's going to require the discipline and the discernment and the instinct of protection. This is self-protection. The deeper your self-love, not your ego, but the deeper your self-love, the stronger you are capable of protecting yourself. And you will be able in turn to recognize that in another without trying to bend one another's will. You know, it's not bending someone else's will. It's about going with what you know feels true inside. True. So here we have the 3 of Pentacles, and at the bottom is the 10 of Pentacles. This is where you're headed. This is the legacy, and this is your life. This is your life path. You're meant to do this. This is funny because you're making a distinction between what is the life path and what is my bread and butter. I'm trying to earn a living. Well, now you've been given the inheritance, so you don't have to try anymore. You've got your legacy, but what is your personal legacy that you're leaving behind? What work, what great work? It's love, security, and freedom. That's your foundation. That's what this is. You're just getting that. It's just at the beginning, like I said earlier. You've got all the tools, you've got all the resources, and you've got proven results here, and you're still working at it. And you're always going to be working at it. It sounds like a letdown, but it's not. It's about devotion and recognition. Devotion and recognition. Effort that comes from your heart and from a divine calling, right? It's like it's no work for you. That's how you know what your true calling is. It's the thing that thing you do, and it might be more an internal or it starts in your emotions for you, Leo, and then it comes out in the fire. It comes out, and you're forging these cool pentacles here. You're forging your love, your security, your freedom. And that's what you're passing on to others. That's what you're receiving from spirit, from the divine. It's channeling through you. And when you see someone else channeling love, that's how you know they've got their shit together. They're not trying to bend your will to theirs. And you are not trying to bend their will to yours. You're just so in love with what you're doing. That's your calling. Okay? And that's the clarification. It works into your relationships, I feel. I feel that you can't just tick off the boxes. You have to be true and devoted. Devotion to yourself and others. Channeling spirit as opposed to trying to hear from spirit. You don't try, you just do. You just open and let spirit through with their messages. And I think you connect with that mainly through your work and or through your life calling, whether that be your 9 to 5 or not. Here is the clarification. It's fortune. And this is divine fortune. So many of you signs are getting all the same cards. It's crazy. But here is divine fortune. The payoff for you is going to be the self-discipline required to stick to the main universal basics, and that is everything you need. But I think in some ways you think that looks too small, Leo. You're used to there being more, and less is more in this case. You have love, you have security, you have freedom. And the thing is now, for the first time, maybe more than ever, you sense that this is a divine fortune, a divine gift, a divine love. It's all put there by divine power, which you feel channeling through yourself. That's how you know it's the real, it's the genuine McCoy is what I just heard. The authentic real deal in what you're doing. And the discipline to stay focused on those 3 main areas of life. Love, love, love. Security, security. Divine fortune. This is so rewarding. It's divinely rewarding and you sense it. Freedom, which are these. Freedom is about your life path. This is your life calling. This is your life path. It's the direction, the inspired direction you follow. That's where it's been the most tricky for you, is being the momentum in your life without expecting reward or owing someone, without obligation or reward. You do it because you just can't not do it, and it guides me here. My own inner fire guides me down this path. This is what I'm doing with it. So at the bottom of the deck on your life path, you have the King of Wands, Leo. That's you. That is the epitome of you at your peak. Look at that. The essence, the very essence of the element of fire is you and your sign. I mean, this is Leo at their finest. The element of fire, drawing down that divine masculine energy and channeling it just perfectly. Just perfectly. You have all those 3 in one huge pentacle. You carry the energy of the sun and fire. That's what's underlying, is for you to reach this within, and it doesn't, without going outside for this, without depending on this, knowing and trusting it comes from the divine and channels through you organically. The main card we drew, like your sex drive is up and everything, main card we drew is the 5 of Wands, which is conflict, strife, chaos, confusion. But it's more like strife in the sense of competition. It's like you're trying to one-up, or someone else is trying to one-up you. Let's get some clarification on that, because that's not true freedom, right? You're holding your true essence, but maybe not executing it in a way that's bringing you happiness. It puts you in the forum of competition, and you're at odds with that. You know, you have inner strife within, so it's like you want that inner peace instead. And it feels like that's what you've been working on, is finding that kind of interferes with the work you want to do in your life. How do I get rid of this strife? How do I pull myself out of it? How do I withdraw from it? Well, you alone can answer that. Do you depend on other people to be peaceful so that you'll have peace? Or do you say, I'm going to withdraw or do X, Y, and Z so that I have inner peace? Even while I'm still in this strife, it doesn't affect me. Or it helps me burn my way through it, and I am glowing on my own. I'm in my own power. So here is the card that fell out. It is desire. Yes, you have to fuel. You have to recircle back to your own desire and own it. You have to own your own desire. You cannot depend on others to be peaceful so that you will have peace. Oh, if only such and so would do this or that, everything would be great. But no, they have to be difficult. That's not owning your power. And you can't give your power away. And people cannot take it from you. That lends to a victim mentality. People can be jerks, and you can be victimized, for sure here. But you and only you are the one to withdraw or contribute. That is your choice. And when you know you've made that choice, that's when you feel empowered. When it's a choice, because choice and freedom is your power. Freedom is your power, and only you can give it to yourself. You can't lose or give up. You can't give away or take power, because power doesn't function that way. Power doesn't work against itself. It just does what it will, because that's the essence of power. Power is the essence of doing what it will, and that you contain your own power. No one can ever siphon it off, and you literally can't give it away or hold on to it. It's just a matter of forgetting that you had it, or forgetting that other people have their own power too, and they can make their choices. But even then, when their choices overwhelm yours and override your decisions, that's when you say, I'm withdrawing from this and putting my power into myself and fueling my own mission, fueling my own journey. Okay? And that's the message here. I really think we need to pull out a blessing card, Blessed Be cards by Lucy Cavendish. This is going to be the final say and the final word. 3 and 3. 3 shuffles. Cut the deck into 3 sections. There we go. Now, at the bottom of the deck for the blessing is a blessing on a journey. Okay, look at it with your own eyes. Trying to get it to focus. Okay, a blessing on a journey. This is divinely ordained that you go on this journey emboldened and strengthened like the strength card over here, with your own power, and it will be sweet. It will be sweet. You won't be yelling or squawking. You'll be singing. The main card we drew is a blessing of fire. Oh my gosh. Hello. Hello. My goodness. All right. Let's read this. Okay, and if my video cuts out, I will have to do this in a part 2 or post it on my Facebook page. Okay? But, because I don't know how much space I have left in my camera. Okay, so we'll get to it. A blessing of fire for Leo. A blessing to bring passion, motivation, and creative spark to your life and to the lives of those that you touch. May the many blessings of the holy fires be yours. May fire's burning passion, its quick intensity, compel you into moments of action to make decisions, follow the truths of your heart, and quicken and burn like the flames with the hearth. May you be warmed and sheltered by the glow of these holy fires, and may they spark again and again the motivation we all need to turn the wheel of our lives. May the blessings of the flames that devour the old be yours. I'm going to repeat that. May the blessings of the flames that devour the old be yours. And may they burn through the debris of memory, the fallen deadwood of hurt and grudges and strife. Burn through. Exact words I used. Burn through the pain that so many of us feel when recollecting injustices. May it inspire you to move forward with your life, and may it bring down what no longer serves you. I want this to focus so you can see it. May its crimson heat take light within your own soul and breathe to life the flames within you, so that you kindle again and again the sacred inner life which will warm you when all about you grows cold. May you have rising within you from that radiant heart the fire in the head of the poets of old, the ancient brilliance that will allow dreams to ignite, so that you shine with that inner radiance. May any fear of fire pass from you, and may the only flames you tend be those who serve your best self. Let any former harm in other lives from this element pass away now, and let a great spark from the heart of the universe rekindle your love of warmth, your passion, your intensity, and motivation. That was this card here. Great spark from the universe rekindle. Let your warm heart be a shelter for others. Compassion for others who come to you, like creatures in the woods come to a campfire. And may the fires within be a place of creativity, of dancing and dreams, of stories told through the flicker of flames. May you always have that warmth and its protection and its ardor for all the days of your life. Blessed be. Ooh, all that heat in it just gave me goosebumps, Leo. Blessed be. May that blessing be yours. Please contact me through the links that are down below the video itself. There's an arrow and a drop-down list. Touch that arrow and the drop-down list will give you all the links to connect with me, my Facebook page, my Etsy shop, email, etc. And please remember to give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment about how it resonated for you. It's very important to let me know. It's important for me to stay on YouTube with those acknowledgments that feed the algorithm. I hate feeding the algorithm, but if your thoughts and appreciation are sincere, please like, and if you want to, please subscribe so you get and hit the bell notification icon to get future notifications of new things that come up, because it's not just by your sign or individual signs, but it will be for the whole collective. So until we meet again, Leo,